Is it hot? Is it a little bad that I think this is kind of a hot little scene going on here? Little foreplay? Just me? Okay. Hey guys, it's your girl HAK Geek XX Chic, and we're back with another reaction to Wheel of Time. We're now into episode 3, A Place of Safety. Well, episode 2 was just as amazing as episode 1 in my opinion. We are getting to know more about our characters and kind of seeing the way that they're interacting with each other and how they're handling all the craziness that this world is throwing at them right now. But we ended on some not so great notes for our group. They're all split up at the moment because the City of Darkness basically ejected them with purpose. And Moraine is not doing so well. She's trying to heal, but it's not working. She's got the Trolloc poison in her system. And we saw that our girl Nynaeve is still alive, so yay! But maybe no, because she has a knife at Lan's neck, which I'm not very happy about because that's my husband, and I don't like people threatening my man. At this point, Moraine needs Nynaeve, and Nynaeve kind of needs Moraine too if they want to keep one step ahead of these Trollocs. So ready to get into this episode, but before we do, first off, thank you so much for 7K guys. It was such a great surprise to wake up to the other day. I appreciate each and every one of you who subscribed in the last little while. It's a huge milestone for me and I appreciate it very much. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Hopefully you will stick around and watch this journey with me and hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I do more reactions to this episode, or this show, I should say. And if you have been here before, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Hopefully you too will think about hitting that subscribe button and joining the fam. I am still on a goal of hitting 10K, so hopefully you'll be on that journey with me. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into episode 3 right about now. Oh, okay, we're gonna see what happened. Being dragged by her braid. I understand the symbolism, but that's rude. That one's hurt? Oh wow, they talk? They commute? Here I thought he was expressing concern. Guess not. Maybe that's their mating ritual for all I know. So she got away. Thank God that one got distracted with a little lunch. And that's why you always run looking forward, hun. Come on, put some pep in your step. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. I was about to say, can't they smell? The way I would have just submerged. Oh, okay, he's spearfishing now. You murdered in the pool of purity, or whatever it was called. Blood, blood. There we go. Good job. That's what you get for pulling her by her hair. She whip her hair back and forth, but it's good to know. I'm glad to know that she escaped.
How did you find me?
I follow hot people.
You're a healer.
You think I'm gonna help her?
I had a feeling this might happen.
We both know that you won't.
I was about to say, she's been through some stuff. I wouldn't bet on that. Ooh, she feisty? My God said, good night. I ain't got time for you biting me today. Why are you screaming? Y'all really be like, hey, find me, Trollocs, I'm over here.
Moraine said the Trollocs will come back if we did. She said we need to go to the White Tower.
Oh, look who's listening all of a sudden.
Come on, man. Last thing I ever wanted to do was leave home. We both know that.
I know you're worried about your sisters, but also, do you really want to bring the Trollocs back to your sisters? Come on. Matt really has that strong preservation instinct. It's going to be a good and bad thing throughout this series, I think. On the one hand, probably helps him make better decisions, but on the other hand, it makes him a little selfish, like in that moment. Why are you running away from your new friends? I feel like he's going to hurt himself. Oh, is she going to use her magic? If she makes so much as a flame right now. If that was her, I mean, congrats. But also we could have used that back in that city. It's interesting that she seems to instinctively know what to do though. Ah, he was paying attention.
I know where Rand will be headed. Back home.
Oh, you think you know him. Interesting that she and Matt are on the same page here, I would have thought.
Because I know Rand.
He's not going on without you.
He'll go where he thinks you're going.
That's Someone's paying attention in class. This is why y'all can't be together, Gwen. You don't even know your man. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm kind of mad for you, sis, but you maybe needed a timeout. A little time to cool down. Is it hot? Is it a little bad that I think this is kind of a hot little scene going on here? Little foreplay? Just me? Okay. See?
Ready to help now.
I saw that look. She's like, this is kind of hot. In another setting.
I don't see another wisdom around here. Do you?
Face it, babes. You're both at an impasse. She needs answers and Moraine definitely needs healing.
You don't have to stand there like that. I want to run off.
He does. Maybe he just thinks you're fine, girl. Just keep picking and gathering and whatever it is you do. I saw that little softness in your face. I saw it.
Said you could ask, not let it answer.
Can y'all stop? Just make out already. You both fine. Probably about to die. Seize the day. He's like right up on her. Sir, come on now. I don't blame him though. He's probably half afraid she might poison Moraine. Not the bus. It's like pimple popper times 1,000.
Now we give it time.
I was about to say, this isn't quite magic. It's gonna take actual time. What? Satan's out the window. Hello, turn around.
Layla?
Oh no, honey. Layla gone. It's one of the worst things about grief, you know? It's that for the longest time, it just takes so long for you to kind of really accept that that person's not gonna be there anymore, especially when it's sudden. So this dark one can just stalk you in your dreams and stuff? That's not okay. Trollocs during the day, this dude in your head and during the night. Oh no, you are not eating her body. No, the disrespect. Don't look at him. Damn it. Okay. Wow. Wow, this dark one just be messing with them. They ain't got a moment's rest. I wonder who's gonna snap first. Dude, just turn around and say yo to your friends. That's it. They just want to talk. Either that or they really like that infected leg of yours. I don't know. Why are they refusing to pass this border? Strange things are afoot. Meanwhile, these guys look like they've been walking in circles.
Let's at least start going downhill instead of up, eh?
I'm thinking if you're going uphill, then you're gonna work up a sweat to warm you up. Oh, it's a town! Maybe not a good idea though. You guys don't exactly bring good omens. Just skirt it, please. They didn't do anything to you. Really? You looking to steal from a dead man? Ooh, party somewhere. Or torture, if we're judging by the guy at the door.
Has anyone else come into town today? Our age, a woman with a braid or a big man, a blacksmith.
No, the only other freshman in town's a gleeman.
Sorry, I thought he was gonna say a black man. I was completely thrown off by this. Sorry. I was like a black... Oh, Smith. It's time for the Bard's Tale, y'all. By my first real 6-string. Thanks, I think.
All right, we all gonna cry?
Right? I see now. It's a whole shtick. Get the guy to sing a super depressing song and then everyone will drink more. Got it. Yeah. That guy's a thief. Yeah.
I don't trust anyone in here.
I told you he was a thief, the way he bumped into the both of you.
Bloody expensive lesson.
The best ones are.
I told you this town looked shady. You should have known. Come on, Matt. I would have thought you would have been impressed. This is your people, no? If anything, you should be like, how did you do that? Wagon wheels, wagon tracks. Maybe those wagons are leading to that creepy town where they put people in cages at the gate. Oh. So glad I'm vegan.
Financial straits and in need of a place to sleep.
His face, he's like, I just ate that, didn't I?
We have some money or we can work for it.
Here's your money. Let you need the help.
Matt's like, I don't actually do work. I steal.
If you think she's up for it.
We would, Matt.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's dealing with right now, I'd say. Would?
Oh, come on, man. Ice to die. White Tower, one of us being the Dragon Reborn.
Shh.
Bloody joke. Gwaine and Perrin aren't going to the White Tower. They're probably dead.
Damn. Okay.
You don't need to go there for her. She wouldn't do it for you.
Okay, what's this? What's this about, Matt? The guy who goes running out into danger to save his sisters from Trollocs does not say hurtful crap like that.
Everybody,
Uh-oh.
we have a horse trader with no horses here.
Alright.
Does anyone need a horse trader?
Sweetie, you're not going to impress this girl easily.
Green Spring ain't exactly the place to find a man who can string an entire sentence together.
These two are actually a good match, though, as far as wit.
Bastards know everything about me. The ones that stuck around have known me since I was a girl.
Wow. See, all you need to do is, like, be nice for 2 seconds and you get her whole life story.
No one's gonna know the dirt you were born in.
I love that expression. Nobody's going to know the dirt you were born in, aka skeletons in your closet.
I'll be back.
Where are you
Where are
going?
you going? What happened to watching my every move?
I thought you didn't like it. Are you really not scared to be with an unconscious woman that you don't like? Like, come on. What is she going to say? What is Moraine possibly going to do to you in that condition?
I'll come back for you for the same.
No, we go together or we don't go at all.
I think that's a good idea.
It's not your fault.
It's not. I mean, it is, but it's not. Poor guy.
It's not your fault.
He needed that. Hopefully let it sink in. You gotta let it sink in, my friend, because I feel like that Dark One's gonna definitely use that if he can.
Your welcome warms our spirit as your fires warm the flesh, but we do not know the song.
Okay.
We do not know the song.
Snap, snap. Do we have to dance a jig?
Don't know this song.
I'm Pip.
Satisfied.
Pip is me.
I'm Isla. This is Rain. You both are awful.
Thank you. We've been wandering for days and starving. That's what we were going for. Okay, so we've got 2 groups in 2 completely different villages. Well, this isn't really a village. It's yet another traveling circus town, but hopefully these ones are not full of killer priests. It's so bad that, like, I'm weary of all forms of just uninvited kindness in shows like this. I feel like these are probably a cult of some kind. Like, they'll feed you so they can sacrifice you later.
We're the Tuatha, the traveling people.
The people who steal your gold and your children.
Gypsies, basically.
Not until all the work's done, I'm sure.
That's plenty for now, and the next year, probably.
Wow. He's got a little frustration let out. You could have at least arranged them in a neat pile.
On this, we'll give you plenty of privacy. You can be as loud as you want, and no one will hear a thing.
Nothing like a bit of slap and tickle to sort out relationship woes.
Matt and I,
Oh, that's funny.
man, it's done bugger all. Unless you're working.
Oh. You don't think I drink on the job, and you have sorely misjudged me.
Right? In a place like that, I think drinking on the job is about the only pleasure you would get. That's interesting. I didn't think about that maybe Matt is in love with Rand. That could explain why he's so salty about the fact that he's still willing to follow Egwene despite being dumped. Her eyes open. That's a good sign, right? Maybe? Unless it's a fever dream. Imagine if she just reached out and just slapped Deneb in the face. So you're gonna steal from the thief? Is that where we're at? Just because you don't want to wait tables for another day?
Oh, man.
Oh, it's this Bard again.
Kind of farm boy from the Two Rivers has met a Trolloc.
You've picked up on that, did you?
Who says I'm from the Two Rivers?
It's written all over you.
Right.
Your speech, your dress.
I was about to say, you probably have an accent.
I know. But it is rare to see that color of hair outside the high heel waist.
Oh. Wait, Rand's hair is that color.
Who said it?
But you also have no idea what that crystal does. Could be bad for all you know. You gonna help him bury him or what?
If you're gonna take from the dead,
Right?
the least you can do is bury them.
Thank you. I think that's the minimum.
Yeah, I'm from Balan.
Why'd you leave?
Long story.
I need to get away.
Almost died chasing my girlfriend who doesn't want me no more.
The Lion Throne of Camelin. An Ogier Steading. Maybe even a Trolloc.
Ixnay on the last one. Trust me, some things are better in stories. Interesting. So they also use the wheel as something that determines their lot in life or how they came back. Oh. Oh, sweetie, you misread that moment.
Sorry.
Makes me look too much like her, doesn't it?
Like who?
What?
Egwene.
Huh? Is this a dream? Or a demon?
What are you doing?
Waiting.
For what?
What?
Matt. I need him too.
You're working with the Dark One, like the merchant. It's the only way that she would know the name Egwene.
What's your name, lad?
Don't tell him. Lie.
Matt Cawthon.
Don't let me find you hanging in a cage someday.
That sounded a bit too foreboding for my liking. I would say go check on Rand, but then you probably will both get caught. Oh. Wow! What have we got there? Well, look at Rand digging deep for something here. A little something special. 3 men couldn't bring that down, but he did. If this was ever a time to steal, I'd grab a horse if I was you. There's right there.
I see you. At night in my dreams, all 5 of you. But only one of you matters. Only one of you can be it.
5? You what?
5.
Think of all the people who serve the dark, from fishermen to queens. It will be me who brings you to him this time.
Ah.
He wants you to save us. Can't you see that? The wheel keeps turning and people keep hurting.
So the Dark One's reaching out to everybody. Very smart.
Break the wheel. Make it stop.
Oh, sweetie, you can make it stop for yourself. You don't gotta involve me in that.
One of the eyeless.
One of the creepy Voldemorts.
Outrun a fade.
You wanna bet? We've been doing it for a week. Who's got such good aim? Is it the bard? Oh, thank God for the bard. Never thought I'd ever say those words.
She's a dark friend. I'm not going anywhere with you. Suit yourself if you think the fate will be better.
Oh my God, Rand, why do you always not trust the people who saved your life? Killing me. Oh, blood in the water again. Started the episode this way, ending the episode this way. Wave your ring in the air, like you just don't care. Moraine's like, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake. Oh, this is the chick from the premiere. The one who seems to be a bit of a man-hater.
We captured a man calling himself the Dragon Reborn.
I actually have a more immediate problem with my shoulder. If I could just get just 2 minutes with one of y'all. Who's this? He looks crazy. I want to know more. Woo, well, that was quite the episode, guys. Place of safety. That was a pun, not a pun. That was a play on words there. A little bit of sarcasm, if you will. Definitely talking about our boys thinking that actually, that's not true. 2 of our groups actually found a place that they thought would be safe. So far with Egwene and Perrin, they look like they might have found an actual safe place. But of course, with Matt and Rand, not the case. It's interesting because I think this is we're going to see a lot of this with this group, with the learning the hard way of how much trust to give, when to give trust, and also sometimes having no choice but doing your best. And Rand was kind of going by the code that he's grown up with, like, okay, we don't have enough coin to sleep in a nice place, so let me do some hard work in exchange for some place to sleep. No problem with that. Let's do that. And then, of course, the barmaid seems to understand his language, and so he feels like he can place trust in this barmaid, whereas he's extremely weary of the bard who, in fairness, the bard was a thief as well. But, he's side-eyeing the bard. He doesn't really trust him, doesn't really like him right off the bat. But as we saw as the episode went through, it actually was this woman who seemed like she was so relatable and trustworthy and kind. Turns out she's actually a weapon for the Dark One. Like, she's actually someone who believes in the Dark One's purpose. Interesting to see the dynamic switch between who Rand thought he could trust and then who we see Matt instinctively drift towards. But I'll come back to the whole situation with her in a minute. But what I think was interesting about the dynamic with the 2 of them was we see that Matt, who's up until this point been very much about encouraging Rand to stay the course and follow what's going on with Moiraine, and I guess by extension follow Egwene, we see him now in this episode the first time that he's kind of like, we've seen him get slowly more and more miserable, in fairness, since they left the city that they got chased out of. His mood has been deteriorating a lot. We haven't really heard him pipe up too much in a negative way since they left their village, but this episode we saw kind of a less, shall we, I wouldn't say optimistic, but a little more pessimistic version of Mat. From what we've seen, at least in the first episode especially, actually no, even in the second episode, in his interaction with Perrin, Mat's not, at least from what we see, he's not a bad guy. You know, he does have some scoundrelish tendencies, but he's a guy with a heart. And so for him to be suddenly pushing Rand and pushing Rand away, it seems like a defense mechanism of some kind. So I think it'll be interesting to see a little bit more of like where this is coming from in Mat, but it definitely seemed like it was dissipating in the end when he started to realize that this Dark One is everywhere. Like the danger just keeps layering and layering and layering. And of course, it's more and more of a wake-up call for these kids to realize just how dire this situation actually is, and the fact that it's not just the Trollocs, it's not just the Dark One, it's not just the Aes Sedai, there's so many other people potentially involved in this, and that it's not going to be an easy thing for them to overcome whatever is coming when it comes to this Dark One versus, I guess, everybody else. There wasn't too much on Perrin and Egwene, but I kind of like that really sweet moment I mentioned in the episode of her telling Perrin that it's not his fault about his wife. We saw the dream that he had. Clearly the Dark One's tapping in and finding these cracks and trying to really wedge himself in. That was just such a sad moment in there because we know he's carrying around that guilt. But there's also that whole situation with the wolves following him, which I don't think is for nothing, especially after they licked his wound and let him go. They thought the wolves were trying to hurt them, but I think they were actually chasing them or hurting them towards these people. And of course, we also saw that Egwene might be potentially starting to tap into her connection with the one source. So that's encouraging because they definitely, my girl Moiraine needs some help. Other than that, we just had a little bit of the the very interesting trio of Moiraine, Lan, and Nynaeve. And Nynaeve is a badass. I think she's a secret badass here. Like, seeing how she escaped on her own, which was really encouraging, was amazing. But also the fact that she tracked them, because I said that in the last episode, like, how did she even get there? How did she find them? She's got some things going on. I'm wondering if it has something to do with that wind listening thing she can do. And clearly, Lan is impressed. Despite their little tiffs, I feel there's a little something there maybe I'm overreaching here, but it looks a little bit like there could be a little something between the two of them. We'll see if it festers into anything, but at this point I'd just be happy if they can all stop fighting because clearly not the time. Another great episode. Loving this series so far, loving seeing these characters slowly unfold and understanding more and more of how this world works and just how layered and dangerous this Dark One really is. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next episode.